What's good, people, and welcome to a new Footy Stars opening. We've got some new product to open up. I've been sitting on these for so long, and I'm not sure why I have. I've just not had the energy or time to do this sort of content because I've got other things going on. But I wanted to try out two pieces of other product that Footy Stars have to offer. We have got the Blaster Box, which is my favorite of all product that they do have. Makes it more accessible, more affordable for families, but it's still like a significant amount. And then we have the starter packs. These ones are from Kmart. Last year's did have the Kmart edition on them. This year there is no Kmart edition. It is a Rebel Sports exclusive edition, I think, that has the special ones in there. So if you care about that, Rebel is where you want to go for these ones. But I'm looking to give both a shot today. In total, that will give us, I believe, 13 packs. But yeah, as I said, the Blaster Box is my favorite of all of them because, yeah, it's just super nice, super easy to open up. It's not a full commitment. It's a full box, as a lot of people know that's gone up in price. I think it's around 150 bucks for a full box. It's just not affordable for an everyday person unless you're making content as myself. Or you're just a wealthy family that gets to deal with that. Or if it's like a really big hobby, it's all you want, then sure, by all means. But it's just not available to a lot of parents for their kids. So we're looking to open up these ones here. In here, we do have two exclusive tie-dye cards, which are absolutely beautiful. You can't hardly see them from where I'm holding it. We got Rainer on the front, and I'm not sure who that is. But yeah, they look really nice. I am looking forward to them. If you want anyone, you probably want a Nick Dacos or a Bontempelli in those. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But without further ado, I think we crack on in. Let's do it. So we've got this little official AFL seal at the top here, which is always a bastard to get off. And I don't have my knife because I broke my damn knife. I do have a select little box cut opener. I did break the knife, but this bit here should work. It's kind of working. It's massacring it, but it's worked. Let's get on in, hey? See what the presentation looks like. I believe you just flip it up. And look at that. Shows you the little thing there. And the packs should be upright. There we go. So they've got these little box fillers. Make the box look a little bit more full. But there is 10 packs in here. There we go. All right. Save that for putting in the rubbish. So those are our two tie-dye Mercury cards. I'm going to leave those aside for now, put them in our little stand, and they will be replaced if we pull anything big. Now, since I did do my last video, it's been a long time. These ones are some of my biggest videos because of the fact that it is just a niche topic. Not a lot of people are opening this up on YouTube, and if they are, their quality of content is not really high. So that's why I think I get a few other views on these ones than I usually do. But I forgot that these packets are just a bastard to open up. God, so I will probably be using these scissors, which makes the process a little bit longer. But let's crack on in. Now, I will go through the players for the first couple packs until we get the picture and you get the artwork, and then I'm going to just go into the hits. Now, my opinions in this are, I'll give you my opinions for the video, but I really dislike footy heads. I think they're tacky and they're a bit gross. I'm not a big fan of the predictors. It's because of the fact that you need to be lucky enough to get one in the first place, and then you've got to be insanely lucky that any of those predictors come true. So I think it's just a pointless card sometimes. But that's just my personal opinion. We'll go straight on into it. So we got McInerney, got Luke Ryan, Christian Salem. Now, I do have the footy in the background on my monitor right here. Sydney versus Saints. So it might be a little bit distracting. So bear with me as well. We got first card hit of the video is of Charlie Cameron on the Luminoise. And on the behind that one, there we go. We've got our first despicable footy head, Max King. Cooper Sharman, Wardlaw, and Nicky Watson on the back there. Now, I believe I have already filled out a full set of Footy Stars, so I don't need to keep any of the base cards, which is a bit of a shame because of the fact that they are just going to go to landfill most likely. I just don't have the time to donate them. Unless you have an avenue of where I can donate them, leave it in the comments because, yeah, I just don't have the resources to make use of it. All right, we've got Worrell, we've got McCartan, Dion Pressier, Heaney, who is playing right in front of me right now, absolute gun. Behind that, one of my favourites, is the limited edition. We got a Max Holmes limited edition. These are not that rare, but they are rarer than your normal insert, and they look fantastic. I love the retro look. So Max Holmes for the time being, you can go in our display spot. Sammy Walsh, Ed Richards, and Jackie Sinclair, who is also playing right now. Sydney versus Saints, and St Kilda are actually up in about 70 to 57 right now. Let's get into this next one. Now, in the starter packs, we do get an extra little packet. It is an adrenaline pink card. So it's those standard little clear plastic ones, but it's a pink background. So we'll have a look at those as well. But my favorite is definitely the tie-dye Mercury out of both of them. Stengel, Nick Blakey, we have a Kako, and then behind that we have, here are an example. So we've got these plasticky cards made of plastic, and they are see-through. When I grew up as a kid, I always thought they were excellent, really sick looking cards, so can't complain of those ones. A Weddle, Luke Davies-Uniacke, and Joel Freya. Alright, I think that's enough of the base for now. Let's just go straight on in and have a look at the hits. So this is going to give you a good overview of what you could find in a 10-pack blister hit-wise, because I opened up a full box and I believe I pulled one predictor, so nothing really big. So I'm curious to see what we get in this. We've got our Luminous Ben King and then a Luke Jackson footy head, so nothing in that one. All right. I'm seeing Port, I believe. Yep, we got an Ollie Wines. And if you didn't know, Port is my team. And we have a milestone game here. We have Liam Duggan, 200 game gold milestone card. I think the one above that is Platinum, 250. Yes, Port Adelaide is my team. So any Port hits is of course, what I'm going to want to be going for. So we'll be on the lookout for any hits related to that. Now, the funny thing about this is I don't know what the hits are other than like the predictors. I don't know what the big hits are. I haven't looked at the list online yet. I just haven't been in deep this year. I've been on Select Seamless, where they had lots of the players' jerseys put into the cards. That's what I've been in at the moment. And this one, another footy head, Jai Colwell, and then our Luminois is Will Day. Works well with the gold and the brown, I think. And I'm actually a fan of this jersey. For some reason, I am just a little bit of a fan of that one. I like the brown on brown. All right, it looks like Sydney are coming back as they would. Port play Sydney next week at the Adelaide Oval. I'm not sure if I'm going to make my way down to that one, because I believe it might be an absolute slaughter. Probably just show face and give our support, but I'm not expecting much big things. Here we go. We've got a Benny Keys, and then behind Ben Keys we've got another footy head, Alex Neil-Bullen. The cursed pack, to be honest. Couldn't ask for a worse pack as a Port fan. And that leaves us with 3 remaining from the booster. Blister, not the booster. Blister, which means it's not looking good. Our chances are getting slimmer and slimmer each time. Here we go. We've got a Luminous Nasai Wangani Malira and our little clear one, Darcy Burn-Jones. Could be worse, that's for sure. Could be a footy heads. And I want to hear your guys' opinions in the comments. Am I on my only boat when it comes to the footy heads? Like, do other people also resonate that they suck really bad? Because I personally think that they just are cheap, easy to do, and the demographic of kids that are opening this are not young enough to like that, unless they're really, really, really young. Got a Jake Waterman, and behind a Jake Waterman, we've got a milestone game, 250 games, Rory Laird. So that's the platinum we've got there. I think that is the highest milestone games you can get, because if you're higher than that, 300 plus, I believe they make like special cards for that. So I think it's the highest you can get in the set is the 250 gamers. And it's actually a good card to pull. Which leaves us with our final one. So only one limited edition. If I could choose any hit, I want this one to be a limited edition. Of course, I'm going to want a predictor or one of the hits, because I'm not sure what the hits are. Looking for numbered cards. We haven't got a single one in this one just yet. We got Willem Drewy on the back. Let's go backwards, back to forward. Tommy Liberatore. We got Isaac Kako. And then we'll go from the front. We got Tom Brown. We got Bobby Hill. We've got Ruben Gimby. And if I flip this around, it should be the Luminois. Nope, there was one more. That's Abby Darrick. One more. Boom. We got an Ashton Moir. And behind Ashton, we have Ruben Gimby again. So we got 2 Gimbys in the pack. But just another one of those classic ones. So we didn't pull anything big in this one. That's okay, because we still got 3 more to go. We still have our tie-dye cards as well. So I'm going to save the tie-dye towards the end. We'll open up our starter pack. And then we'll open up our Adrenaline Pink card. And then from there, we'll open up the 2 special promos. All right. Made a meal of that packet. I do just chuck things on the floor and clean it up after, if you're wondering where all this rubbish is going. Stick you behind there. Oh, that failed really badly. Let's put Maxi Holmes there and put our 2 promo packs there. All right, we got 3 more lucky starter packs. Now, in the past, I have been very lucky in my starter packs. I have pulled an instant win from the starter packs before. For some reason, the instant wins find me. I opened up 2 instant wins for the last set, and the set before that one, I opened an instant win. All right, what do we got? We've got a milestone game. I do love a milestone. We got Bailey Fritsch with 150, and then their Luminois card is a Samuel Banks. So, nothing still. Well, nothing. I'm not saying nothing in the fact of I'm not getting anything at all. I'm saying in the fact that there's nothing super big. Like, I'm not going to be able to put any of these on eBay and make more than $5. But that's not what we're here for, hey? We're here for the designs. Like this one, a boom, Mitch Georgiades. Now, this is a hit, I do believe, and they are numbered. So, 439 out of 516, is it? Or 510? It's hard to see, it's so small. But there is a lot of these cards made. But it is a numbered card, and it is port-related. Big Mitchy Georgiades. I think one of the best forwards in the AFL, in my personal opinion. I am a bit biased, of course. But he is, yeah, you need to keep an eye on him or he will go off the chain. Needs to work in his goal kicking, though. And then we've got a Jack Graham Luminois. Mitchy, he is struggling with his goal kicking, that's for sure. Get Jay Schultz in, I reckon. AFL don't want a bar of Jay Schultz. I'm not sure why, but could turn things around. Like, if he kicks straight, he would be like running for Coleman this year. I'm not even joking. So, that just shows that our starter pack that we did open was actually more lucky than the whole entire blaster that we did open. So it could be potentially a title idea for myself that maybe the starter packs are more lucky. This will have, if there's something in here, then for sure it is. We got Steel Side Bottom, another limited edition, which is really nice. Black and white on this looks really good as well. And then our last Luminois, Jordan DeGoey, double Collingwood. Wowee. Great news if you're a Collingwood fan. All right, so we got the pink card, we got the tie-dye. I'm going to go with the one random pink card first. I do not mind whoever it is, just want to have a look at the design pretty much. And I've got a couple other starter packs sitting in my little cabinet, so I've got a couple more of these. It is Geelong. You've got the good old Geelong Farmer's Haircut. This could be one of De Koning. It could be one of Bailey Smith. It looks like it's Ollie Dempsey just by looking at those eyes. If you can see those eyes anywhere, I believe it's Dempsey, which it is Oliver Dempsey in the pink background. Quite slick, but nothing too crazy. Whereas this is actually crazy, I think. The artwork on the card itself just pops more than anything else that we've opened today. Boom's pretty good as well. But let's get straight on into it. We pull them up. See that? Look at that. You're seeing that shine already? That's crazy shine. So it's Giants. We can see that from the logo. Who's got hair like that? Could be a couple people. We've got... It's a young one. I think it's Cadman. Yep, Aaron Cadman. Look at the card. That is a beautiful card. For just a promo? Wow. All right, I'm hoping for a report player because this is a nice looking card. On the back of this one, imagine this in like a graded slab. That would be sick. We have... It is... Frio. What do we got here? We got a headband. Could be Caleb Sarong. He does wear a headband sometimes. Could be... I think it's Murphy Reed. Yep, Murphy Reed it is, who's also having a brilliant year. Beautiful cards, these ones. I don't think they're numbered, no, because there's a few of them. They're called the myriads, I believe, these ones. The style is a myriad. They call them the Mercury tie-dye myriad cards. I call them like an oil slick because it kind of looks like in the right lighting how an oil slick would look. But yeah, they are beautiful looking cards in my personal opinion. And I believe it's worth buying the booster or the blister, whatever they call it, the blaster, just for these two cards because they are really nice looking. Look at that. Shine is crazy. All right. Well, that is that. I do have some more to open, but I think I'm going to open them up in my personal time because, yeah, I like to enjoy this away from the camera as well. But could be worse, to be honest. We did eventually pull something, and it is related to myself in Mitch Georgiades. So, yeah, I'm not going to complain whatsoever about what we pulled today. But that's a little bit of a look into what you are looking at when you buy the blasters and those starter packs. Personal opinion, you can't go wrong with either. Blasters are still my favorite, even though we didn't pull anything big from them today. Box, go for it. If you're not straight for cash and you can buy a box, do it, in my personal opinion. But if you want to experience a little bit more of an opening session and you don't have that cash on you, the blaster is more readily available. And yeah, you can't go wrong. It's going to give you a few cards to fill up that binder. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you want any further content related to this. I'm giving a new kind of angle going with the camera angle and with the microphone. So give me any feedback you'd like. And thanks for hanging out with me once again. Peace out, people.